Hey everyone, welcome back to EverQuest, the Hero's Journey. We're here on the level 30 Shadowknight ROG Shaman, and we're in Rivervale. To start out this video, I'm going to be doing some pottery. I'm going to skill up my pottery trade skill from 0 to, who knows, we'll see, hopefully 100 plus. I don't know. I bought a bunch of the ingredients needed to do some of the pottery combines. You can see my bags have a bunch of sketches and clay, so we'll be doing that. While doing that, I wanted to give some updates on progress of the character. I have been doing AA grinding that I haven't been recording. I think when I last left off with the recording, AAs were roughly 75, 70, 74, something like that. And I was killing stuff and missed more. Since then, I've done some traveling. Hang on a second. Okay, there we go. I've been, all through Mistmore, killed a bunch of the named mobs there, more than what was on the previous episode. I've been to Lower Guck, Live Side, Dead Side. I've been to Kedge Keep. I think that was it. There were more exploratory missions, like testing my strength to see how viable the different places were. In those travels, I did get a number of upgrades. I got, let me see, I think you saw the legendary crested helm from before. So I think that was the last piece I probably gave an update on. I did mention this cloak in the previous episode. It was dropped off of the guy by the fountain, I think where I ended the previous episode. Yeah, so I got one. Big upgrade over the bronze cloak that I had. 90 hit points is great. More AC, so I'll always take that. I can't remember if I got a legendary drop or if I got an enchanted and powered it up in the power slot. So in addition to the cloak, in Mistmore, I also got a diamondine earring. I did not get the legendary version. I got an enchanted version, and I power that up in my power slot. You'll notice augment on the earring. This Froglock egg capsule enchanted is one that I got in Lower Guck. The earring seemed pretty good, so I figured I'd add this to it. Makes it even better. Okay, so now getting on to some of the better stuff. Let's see, I guess first of all, Lower Guck. I killed the Froglock Sentinel a number of times and got a pair of Dark Mail Gauntlets. Only gotten one, and it was the green, like, base version. Hang on a sec, let me, 42, let's see what we do next here. I think we're gonna go deities? No. Alright, sorry about that, everyone. Bit of a longer delay for me than you. I cut the video, had to jump to Kinos to continue the pottery. I had forgot some items I needed, specifically carnelian gems. So I just gated to South Kinos, ran to North Kinos to grab the gems off of the vendor since I know where she is, and now I'm back in South Kinos at the pottery wheel. I'm located at the Bag and Barrel out back to give you an idea of. Yeah, see up the that's NPCs. There. That's the zone just out to North Kinos. This is the fountain area. Okay. So we'll continue on doing these combines while I update you on character progress. I was just talking about the Dark Mail gauntlets that I got off of the frog, the ghoul sentinel, I think it was. I only got one to drop. It was the base version. I've had it in my power slot since. I don't remember what percent it's at now. I want to say above 50% towards legendary, but I'm not positive. So what else did we kill? A lot. I got a bunch of items in the bank. I'll show that at some point. As far as stuff I needed or could use, we got a brigandine tunic. That was off the same guy that dropped the Dark Mail gauntlets. I've seen one of these in the number of times that I killed him, and it was legendary. So I lucked out there. I forget what we were wearing before. The Minotaur ribcage from the Gorge of King's Orb is what we were wearing before. This was better, more AC. I guess debatable better. More strength, less stamina, one more attack, and it also had a 10 endurance. So I went with that. And we got a legendary version of the Mask of Deception, which I didn't realize, and like I figured they would the same effect depending on or regardless of which version it was, but that was not the case. The legendary version has the instant cast Illusion Dark Elf, where the other versions have a cast time. I think it's 2.5 seconds for the enchanted and like 4 for the base version. But yeah, that was a nice surprise. I didn't expect instant cast. Basically, something to stick in the top buff slot if I need it. Because that one's the most at risk of getting dispelled or overwritten. I can just re-instant cast it once that buff slot frees up again. Hang on a second while I find what I was going to make next. I think I was going to do poison vials next. Bowls? We're going to do bowls, maybe. Oh, I don't know if I'm high enough to do the bowls, though. Should be. Bowl. There we go. Yes. Okay. So I'll stop reading around the bush. I managed to kill the Frenzied Ghoul in Lower Gok, and got a legendary Flowing Black Silk Sash. It was a very hard fight. I think I killed him 3 times. I got 2 of the Moonstone rings in the bank, and the 3rd time was this. I was pretty pumped about that. He was very tough. He's at the point where I can't land spells on him. I need more water. So my only way to land spells was to use, or wait for Envenom Blades to proc. The debuff on that applies negative 100 poison resist to the target. So at least I was able to get my Envenom Breath and Tainted Breath on him with the negative 100 poison resist. I think actually the very first time I fought him, I managed to land a slow on him, and that did not happen the last 2 times, so much more difficult. I was basically tagging one of the 3 mobs in the room, waiting for them to path close to me, feign death, and then hope that 2 of them would lose aggro, reset, and I could tag the 3rd. Took a number of tries to do that, but yeah, I don't think I would have been able to take all 3 of them in the room at the same time. Just looking for some water. Not really sure where to look. Maybe the inn, the bar. I don't know where the inn is. Do these guys sell water? This guy maybe? No water there. Where can I get some water? Alright, I just checked it out online, and where am I? Here. Okay, is this? No. Wait, no. The guy that we got the ore crates from should sell water. There we go. I'm gonna try to find my way back to the pottery wheel. Alright, we're back. So I was saying, yeah, the Frenzied Ghoul, very, very tough fight. But I did manage to get him and get myself a legendary Flowing Black Silk Sash. I think I did end up with a legendary Moonstone Ring as well in the bank. I was trying to figure out why I wasn't getting any skill ups, but just unlucky, I guess. Oh, I totally forgot. So skill ups are based on skill ups in most trade skills are based on intellect and wisdom, whichever stat is higher. And I had a bunch of stuff in my bank with intellect and wisdom on it to bump my wisdom up by like 20, 30 points. So I figure I'll take it. Increase my chance of skill ups. So what else did I kill in Lower Gak? As far as upgrades, those are the only things that matter right now. But I killed pretty much everything. Killed the Assassin Supplier. I killed the Archmagus. I killed the Ritualist. I killed Sentinel, Frenzied Ghoul. I killed the Ghoul Lord multiple times. You can see over here, actually, I have 2 enchanted skull-shaped barbutes, and had just recently gotten the legendary Crested Helm in Mistmore. Now, it's debatable right now that this enchanted version is better than the Crested Helm. It's got 6 more AC, it's got like 35 more hit points, it's got 10 save magic. It doesn't have any stats, no strength, no attack. So I'm sticking with the Crested for now. I think my plan is probably put one of these in the upgrade slot after I finish upgrading my gauntlets. And then once it's upgraded to legendary, then I'll replace my current helm. I was also over on the live side of Lower Guck. I managed to kill the Minotaur. Oh, new title. Minotaur Patriarch, I think it was. Or it might have been the Elder. I'm not sure. Did I run out of bowl sketches? I did. That's okay. Let's see. 103. We're not going to do bowls anymore. I was hunting the King, the Froglok King, over on the live side. I did manage to clear out his room. It was tough, though. And in doing that, killed the Froglok Tactician multiple times. So I got the, and it's like 6 whiz, 6 int offhand, like caster offhand. What do we got left? Medium bowls. So I think we're gonna do bowls next. That's large. Wood-fired medium bowls. There we go. Okay. Add that, and then we're gonna do. Where's the regular? Oh, is it all the way down the bottom? Okay. Add. Remove. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do poison vials after the bowls. Yeah, so I was hunting the King over on the live side. I didn't get him. Didn't get him to spawn at all. Killed the Evil Eye a number of times. Assassin Supplier, obviously, I've been killing them. I managed to get a thick banded belt off the Supplier. And got it up to legendary and was using it, expecting that I would use it for the foreseeable future because I wouldn't be able to obtain a flowing back silk sash myself. And yeah, so I have a legendary thick banded belt. Hang on a second. Pet. Health, maybe? Is it health? Yes, okay. So I forgot before, I never showed the legendary Ghoulbane that my pet is using, and doing /pat health, it tells you its health, but it also tells you what it's wearing and gives you a link to that, so don't actually have to go to the bank to do that. So my pet is using my thick bandit belt, so I put it on him. I figured it's pretty good. 38 strength, 8 attack, 16 AC, 10 hit points. So it's, help him hit harder, hopefully. But here's that legendary Ghoulbane that I never showed. 30 damage, 34 delay, and procs dismiss undead. 162 point direct damage on undead only. But doesn't proc until level 20. My pet is not level 20 and won't be level 20 for quite a while, so not getting any benefit of that proc. Alright, we're at 112 out of 122, so not quite where we want to be, but I don't know if we're just going to do the files, poison vials. Hopefully these stack. They do. Awesome. Alright, so yeah, so that was my adventures in Lower Gok. I also checked out Kedge Keep. I went to, I don't know, not very far in. I went to the Mermaid Shrine area, or whatever they call it. At the Zone Inn was pretty good. The swordfish guys give good experience, and I was able to kill them all pretty easily, including the named. I did kill the named. I think it's a piercer swordfish. He's a red con to me. He dropped the one-hand piercing weapon. Okay, I need more small blocks of clay. Alright, I actually don't see anyone that sells small blocks of clay here in Kinos. So we're going to jump back to probably Rivervale and continue on. Alright, we're back in Rivervale. We're at the Pottery wheel. Got what I needed and working on making some unfired poison vials to get our skill up in Pottery. Part of the reason I was looking into doing Pottery was because the rogue make poison, at least in this era, rogue make poison skill primarily uses poison vials, blind poison vials, or I think it's sealed poison vials to make the poisons. And they are annoyingly expensive. The regular ones cost a little more than a plat each, and then it just goes upward for the second and third tier ones. But I could potentially make poison vials for kind of cheap. The sketch is like, I don't know, 5 silver or something like that. Clay is about the same. Water's like 1 silver. This Crow Special Brew, you can buy it off of Crow in Kinos. And it's not that expensive. Might be a couple gold. I've read that on other servers, Crow has a limited supply of these Crow Special Brew. Like, he'll sell 20, and then he only refreshes that supply if he's killed or the server restarts or something. I bought 100 of them off of Crow in one go, and he had more for sale, so I assume it's unlimited on this server. A couple other things I got in Lower Guck were bag upgrades. I did get some legendary, or at least one legendary bag. I'll show that in a minute or two. $141. Alright, it goes to 148. Okay. Man, I'm pretty stingy with the skill ups at this level. $146. It goes up to 148. Okay. 147, and I ran out of Crow's Special Brew and file sketches. So I went through 100 of those, and I made 79, and they're still not trivial. So that's not too bad as far as success versus failure rate. Alright, well, I think we're going to finish up Pottery another time. I was looking, it seems like I'm just going to be making poison vials. Up to close to 200 or so skill, if I even want to take it that high. I don't know. It's probably sufficient for now because I can make regular poison vials and might be able to make the second tier ones and get some skill ups off of that. So let me clear out my inventory of this non-stackable stuff that I made with Pottery, and we'll go kill some stuff. Alright, actually real quick, before we put Pottery to bed for a while, I was going to do combines on the unfired deities. I think it's idle. What is it called? Oh, you gotta use the kiln. Where's the kiln? Is that the kiln or is that a stove? Okay, let me go find the kiln. Alright, I found the kiln. It's over here in the northeast side of Rivervale, in an area that probably nobody ever goes. So there's the small protection deity, just 6 AC, can go in the range slot or primary, secondary, and character Shaman. There's a small wisdom deity, cleric druid only, and that's range primary, secondary, 4 wisdom. Legendary version. How much do those sell for? 1 plat for that one. 9 copper for that one? That's too bad. Alright, well, it's better than the 1 copper that the unfired ones sell for, I guess. I'm only gonna make a few. I might check what the Tribute Master will give for them. Otherwise, I'm just going to render them. All right, let me pause, empty my inventory, and when we resume, we will be ready to kill some stuff. All right, I know I said we'd be killing stuff, but I was in the bazaar and wanted to show the bunch of stuff that I got from my recent travels. So you saw some of it that I equipped for like the wisdom. We got the legendary bloodstone eye patch, enchanted talisman, 6 wisdom on it. Got the adamantite epaulets. I think that was from the Ghoul Cavalier. Was it the Cavalier? I don't know. It's one of the ones on the way down to the safe hall area. So yeah, I got that. Down here is the lower Guk Hall. So we got Mask of Deception, Guise of the Deceiver. Got a legendary Guise of the Deceiver, a couple regular, and some Mask of the Deception. They're the same stats, even though they're different names. I don't know what the deal is there. We got a couple embroidered black capes. We got Moonstone Ring legendary. We got a legendary Serpentine Bracer off the hand. I forget what its name is, the hand thing. Enamel black mace. Another thick banded belt. We got 4 of these black tomes with silver runes. 3 enchanted, 1 regular off of the Froglock Tactician, who was near the live side Froglock King's room. I got 4 pairs of silver silk leggings off of the Archmagus. Carved ivory mask. White gold necklace, legendary, which is pretty nice. It would be a great like enchanter item. It is all. And we got a Dark Reaver, Shadowknight 2-hand slash. I don't think I'll be using it. I don't know. I'm just stashing stuff until a need arises, or I want to vendor it or give it to the tribute master. I don't know. Nobody seems to be buying this old world stuff anyway right now, or maybe ever again. So that's it for the bank, really. And we got some other stuff from other zones we've been to. Alright, I usually don't like to record when I'm not doing anything, like just running to places. But not sure who's watching and doesn't know about Kedge Keep, where Kedge Keep is. I just teleported from the bazaar to the Unrest. It's in Dagnamor's Corner, but it's like the Unrest waypoint. So I'm right outside Unrest. If I go this way, I'll zone into Unrest. Kedge Keep is underwater, so you'll want an Enduring Breath item or Enduring Breath spell. And you can see it on the map there. So you just swim down, down, down. It's like out and slightly to the right of the Unrest area, and way down towards the bottom. According to the Hero's Journey database interface, THJ, DI, or whatever, .cc, the ZEM in this zone, zone experience modifier in this zone, is higher than elsewhere in the old world, aside from like maybe a plane of fear. And I understand why. I haven't enjoyed being in here. Hang on a second. Yeah. Respawning instance. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. The swimming feels different to me. that like more annoying. Like if let's kill some stuff and I'll explain as I'm hopefully looking kill some stuff. Okay, where are the things? Over here somewhere. Oh, there's one. Oh, okay. They're getting swarmed. That's generally what happens. I don't know how to pull these things single, but apparently there's 5 aggroed on me right now. So I was saying, I found the swimming to be a little annoying in this zone. Can you help me kill this thing? I don't want my pet tanking these things. I'm surprised he's lived that long. There's a lot of, I don't know, this place is like a maze. I'm definitely no expert in Kedge Keep. I haven't been here in, like, I don't know, a while. Huh, not much drop there. Let's get this guy. So yeah, this place is like a maze. There's a lot of like tunnels you have to swim down and up and through, and one of the first things I noticed is, so like, when you zone in, you're in this big room, and you have to swim down that hole really to go anywhere. Everywhere else is a dead end. Swimming downward was difficult. Like I couldn't point the character directly down and swim for some reason. He's always kind of angled forward, even though I was like trying to have him move down. I'll see if it does it again, but basically I was swimming into the side walls and I just had to like circle around and slowly go down. But yeah, you see, so like I'm pointed all the way down and I'm just like crawling, so I found it easier to just like spin a little bit. I don't know, like that. Hide. All right, got some red cons down here. So the other thing I didn't talk about in the first part of this video that was different from the last one was my AA points. Hang on. I don't want too many. These things are red, and they're not like a light red. I have gotten probably 25 AA points since the last episode. So a lot. Hence all the loot you saw in the bank. I've been killing some stuff for sure. Mostly just like boring grinding though, so not really something I felt like recording. And I'm not making huge character progression. I'll definitely be recording when I'm leveling, even when I'm just AA grinding, just not all the time. But I wanted to come here just to show one of the places that I had been. I hadn't gone too far in. I did kill the piranhas, the swordfish, and then I went over to kill some sharks and then some mermaids. And actually, I ended up dying on my way out. I thought I saw one shark. One shark turned into 3 sharks, and I didn't realize it quickly enough. And yeah, I got killed pretty quick. Or one of them was a named. I'm not too sure about the named mobs in here. Oh, actually, I did kill a named mermaid. It wasn't Estrella. I forget what her name was, but she was over in that Estrella area. I don't think she dropped anything though. Alright, got one on top of me too. Alright. Yeah, I'm not a fan like of the vertical swimming. Just how the character moves, how the camera moves when you're having to swim vertically. So even though the ZEM in this zone is better than other places, I don't know. Like I said, I understand why. I probably won't. It's not worth my effort to endure this. When I'm grinding or leveling, I'll go elsewhere. Wasn't sure when I would end up back here though, so I wanted to come back here and film. Okay, I think this was the sharks that killed me before. There's 3 of them on the map there. Cauldron Hammerhead. And then we got this guy. The second Cauldron Hammerhead. And then there's a frenzied one? Maybe the frenzied is the named or something. Where did he go though? Maybe I can kill him solo. I don't know. Is that one gonna come? Probably. I'm not crazy. There was definitely a frenzied shark or something on the map. I thought. I don't know. Alright, we might get 2. Yep. So AA points. I'm over 100 now. 99 spent, 4 accrued. Most recently have been putting points into combat stability, combat agility. Combat stability. So I'll plan on doing 3 ranks each, I think. 2, 4, 6 points each. So 6, what's that, 12 each? 4, 2, yeah, 12 each. And that will add 10% damage reduction, like melee damage reduction, and 10% melee damage avoidance. So 10% more chance to dodge, parry, riposte, etc., and 10% less incoming damage. That mermaid up there, like I just saw her. Was she roaming or what? Okay. Alright, yeah, so I think this is the mermaid shrine thing that I've been to. These ones are annoying. They're not too bad to kill. They don't have a ton of hit points, but they're annoying because they're rangers. And so they debuff, they dot, they have a damage shield. Just annoying. But they are higher level, and I'm capable of killing them, which is pretty cool. We'll see if there's anything interesting up. Yeah, there should be like 5 or 6 of them down here. Oraline? Oh, that's a named. Oh, we might be making a corpse run. That was a joke. There's no corpse run. You just get sent back to your buying point with all your gear. Water, water. Wait, she roams? Okay. So can I pull? Oh, wait a minute. All right. Up here, there was another named that was roaming. She was going this way. I ended up killing her in this tunnel, I think. Is this her place? Oh no. Oh man, there's a lot of mermaids up here. I didn't make it this far before. Oh man. Wait a minute. There's two. Okay. I thought she roamed over there. There's two of them up? How is that possible? What the hell? I don't know if I want to mess with this. Those are enchanters. They're hasting. Like, I'm pretty sure she just casted haste. What does she got on her? Shield of Thorns, Spirit of the Wolf, Skin like Steel. So she didn't haste. Oh, wait, that's the pet. Oh, man. So many buffs here. Let's look at the enchanter ones. Feedback. So damage shield, Swift like the Wind, haste, Berserker Spirit, Shadow, Arc Shielding. Man, I don't think I want to mess with these guys right now. Not with two of those enchanter mobs up. Like, I get charmed or mezzed, which they can easily do because they're so high above me, and I'm screwed. I don't think so. Maybe we'll kill this one. Hopefully not get anything from below. That damage shield tears me up. Alright. We finished upgrading our Dark Mail gauntlets. Let's see. So we're using small bronze. And 20 AC, 10 hit points, 100 mana. Wow. 13 dex, 3 attack, 3 accuracy. Wow. Yes, I'll take that. And that was off of 18, 10, 10. So, large upgrade. 2 AC, not much, but 90 mana upgrade, plus 13 dex and 3 attack, 3 accuracy. Alright, let's throw this in there. Skull shape purview. Make sure that I didn't attune the other one already. I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, so I didn't talk too much more about my AAs. Hang on a second. Try to find the key to close that. Okay. Let me find something else to kill, and then I'll talk a little bit more about it. Is this the sharks? I don't know. Maybe. Wait, am I back at the mermaids? Oh, goodness. What? Should probably use the map, right? Okay. Nope. Is that up or down? Up or down? Here. Try this way, maybe? I think this was the shark room. Yeah. And then, where did we come from? Up. All the way up is where we came from. I think. We'll try going this way. No, I can't get away from these mermaids. Huh. Okay. Is this the... This is not the zone in. Where are we? Oh, this is the second level? Or like... Yeah, I find this place very confusing. I don't plan to spend a lot of time here. Looks like these guys are up. Lancer. Alright, take those again. Not sure how many we're gonna get, probably a lot. Man, I wish the mermaid aggro radius was like this. Like, there's 3 fish swimming around me and they're like, oh, I don't care. Oh, Piercer swordfish. I think that's unnamed. So I did dump 9 points into ambidexterity to increase the chance to use dual wield successfully. I had also done ferocity. I did 3 ranks of ferocity. So I think that's probably the last bunch of AAs that I spent that was not on recording. If anyone's curious about, like, specifically, do you have this AA? Drop a comment and I'll check and let you know. I'd rather not have to go through and list all the ones I do have. Alright, is any... Did we end up getting Starfish Bill? Yeah, I don't know. I thought one of them was named, but maybe not. I don't know. So we're doing combat stability and agility, and I've been prioritizing stability just because it's like, I don't know, it feels better to me. Like, I'm gonna be hit. I'm 100, I'm gonna be hit. So having that damage reduced by 10% sounds great. I imagine it's like the same thing with combat agility, like it just increases your chance to not be hit, but doesn't feel as good to me. So I'm doing it, but prefer combat stability. Alright, let's see where combat stability is. So yeah, I already put 4 points into that, so we'll throw 4 points into agility. And then we need 12, or I guess 11 at this point, more to get to where we want to be with those two AAs. Okay. Haven't been using poison this entire time. I noticed a while ago, but I was being lazy about filling up my first couple buff slots. I didn't want the poison to go in there and then get dispelled or overwritten or something with a debuff. Alright, let's kill these guys. I think maybe when I get a little bit higher level, I probably will come back here and just do some named hunting. I don't know how many named spawns are secluded. Like, you kill the placeholder plus maybe one other. I don't know how many are like that, or if the names are all surrounded by a bunch of mobs. But the Rogue Hide Sneak and Shadowknight Feign Death combo makes it pretty easy for me to sneak in and snipe stuff if it's up. That's kind of what I was doing in Lower Gok. I'd go check for a named. If it wasn't up, kill the placeholder, stealth back to whatever camp I was at before, check that one, maybe add a third one, placeholder / named, depending on how close they were together. For a bit I was doing the supplier assassin and then running down and doing Evil Eye. And if I had time, I forget which one it was. It was the guy that drops the enamel black mace. Might be Cavalier. If I had time, I was squeezing him in too. Anyway, so yeah, I don't really have anything else to do here. I just came here to explore, get some experience, see if I was capable of killing things here, which, I am. I kind of. Not 4 or 5 at a time, but 3, 4 maybe. Or 1 or 2 if they're really tough. So I teleported to the bazaar. I think I'm all done in Kedge for now. One thing I forgot to mention about Kedge was that the money was very good. For the little bit I was there, I was getting some high value gem drops. Like, I was there for 15 minutes, whatever. I got a star ruby. So yeah, not too bad as far as loot goes, if you're just looking to collect some plat. Alright, we are back. I'm going to do some lower Gok. Probably try and kill some of the stuff that I had been here killing, not on recording. I'm going to do the respawning instance. We're ready. Mostly just to show what it's like at this level with this many A's. Obviously what you see now will be me killing things a little easier than before. because when I first started, I did not have 104 AA points. I think I had 75 or so. So a bit of a difference. I'm going to run to. Man, I should have put my illusion on first. Hard to see. I'm going to run to Assassin Supplier first. Check those. That's an easy first stop. I could still use the legendary bags. How did I? Okay. Yeah. You know what? I might kill these guys. They drop poison making reagents. I forget which one. There's like 4 different types of bones they drop. It's like the icy bones or something. For groups of yellow cons like this, at least with my current gear and AAs, which is, I've got all gear that I got myself, so there's been times when I'm selling things to a vendor, I see the vendor has this 250 hit point mana bazillion stat necklace for 40 plat. It's like, that's like, I don't know. I feel like that's more than all of my gear put together. So it's mostly the AA points. I feel like that's permitting me to kill stuff like I am. Although the gear that I've gotten is quite good, at least for this era. So I'm happy with it. Ritualist is up. I guess we can smoke him. He drops the embroidered black cape, I think it is. Rooted. Oh, we're off. Okay. Okay. Embroidered black cape, yeah. I haven't seen a legendary version of that. I feel like even if I had, I don't know if I would replace my current shoulder slot with it. I don't know. I'd have to see it. It's not bad, but I feel like it'd be less AC and less useful stats for like damage and survival. Alright, let's go check Assassin's Fire. Smoke this guy. Oh, when I was in the bazaar a few minutes ago, I was checking out the titles I got because I got a title when I was doing the pottery earlier in this video, and I didn't bother looking. So yes, I did get the, let's use it, Apprentice Potter title, but I noticed before I only had Baron, but now I have Brother, Master, Sage, Sir, Venerable, and Veteran. I don't remember what those are for. I think from Baron through Veteran, I think those are all based on AA points. But it would be, I think, Sir. So what is Sage? I don't know. I'll have to look them up, see if there's like a thing that tells you where those come from. But we're going to be an apprentice potter. And as far as suffixes go, I have a bunch of like hunter of X amount of things. Apparently hunter, I did look this one up, is 500. So if you kill 500 things, you get the hunter of, whatever. And the next tier is Slayer, if I remember right, and it's 5,000. So it might be a while before I get any Slayer titles. I think what I intend to do next, probably after this video, not right after, I mean like in sequence, is level up. So after this episode, I think the next thing you might see is probably me leveling up to at least 32, because that's when I get the Shaman pet. And I think it would be pretty fun to throw that legendary Ghoulbane on the Shaman pet because he'll be over level 20 and can proc it. And then come back here because these are all undead, so that'd be fun. I think it'll make a huge difference. Yeah, so I think this guy is the placeholder for the named. Pop him. Oh, got rooted. Was that my poison? No, that was just, okay. I think that was an empty buff slot. I was filling it up with Scream of Hate, give myself an attack boost when it lands. I've been starting to save the undead froglock tongues because I'm pretty sure those are used in poison making too. Alrighty, so that was one of them. There should be another room over here. This guy, I think, is the placeholder. Kill him. I got a cool macro to use items that are inside bags. So here's my bags. One second. Okay, sneak hide. My Mask of Deception. It has the instant cast Illusion Dark Elf. So for me, that's beneficial for multiple reasons. Yeah, select over here. I think Archmage over there. It's an instant cast buff that I can keep in my first or second or third or whatever top slots to recast if they get dispelled. It provides Ultravision for me, and it makes me a little smaller in stature, so I don't know. I fit better. The camera works a little better in like dungeons like this. Executioner. I don't know if I've actually killed him. I don't think I can't. I'm just saying this might be the first time I've killed him. Alrighty. See, should we bother trying to split it? We got 2 yellows, 2 reds, and a white. I mean, it's kind of a lot, but I don't know. I'll try to slow him. Got him. All right. I do have that is the low level slow though. I think it's like the 25% one. I just wanted a quick cast time, but it's something. Also, with some of the stuff I've been killing, high level, like higher level than me, and my chances of landing spells are not high, so I get resisted a lot. And having a spell that costs, I don't know, 5 times as much as this. What is that? What's that? I think we guessed another title for AA points because it coincided with the gain of the 3. Maybe? I don't know. We'll check it out. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I'm using the low level, like level 5, slow spell because I get resisted too much and it's the fastest casting slow I have, and I'd rather cast something 5 times and get it resisted for and land the 5th time and have the thing 25% slow than cast a higher level one, only have enough mana to cast it like 4 times and get it resisted 4 times. So I can't. Trying to mitigate the hurt that is caused by the amount of resists I get here. So we got an Executioner's Hood. It is a head slot item. Don't think we're gonna use it. I'll look into the legendary version, see if it's good, but I have a feeling the one off of the Ghoul Lord is gonna be better, which is the one we have in our power slot right now. Alright, what's over here? Sage. Wizard. I have not killed these guys yet, so we'll try that. The Sage. What I'm not sure about is to these guys, like this is a false wall. Does that count as like line of sight? Will they still come out? I don't know. Let me do this. We're gonna snare him, and then we're gonna feign death around the corner. I don't know if that's gonna help, but that's what we're doing. Oh yes, they all came. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He was casting. I'm stunned. Alright. Alright. Just use the Ancestral Spirit to get that regen. I'm stunned again. Up here, right there. It's like 500 hit points every few seconds, so it's makes me almost invulnerable, which is what I need right now. Stunned again. Alright, there we go. Ancestral Aid, I think it's called. 15-minute cooldown, alternate advancement ability. Alright, we got a braided singe cord off of the Sage. And for future reference, yes, those guys behind the false wall do come charging. I wonder if it would have been smarter to pop in here, take out this guy, if those guys out there would still come. Probably. Yeah, I don't think there's any single pull in that room. If my Feign Death had worked, or I had timed it right, I think it actually worked, but one of them was casting when I had started casting my Feign Death, so it continued casting on me even after I had Feign Death. At least that's what I perceived during that exchange. I don't know if that's what actually happened. Alright. That's back up. This should go that way, but what is this way? Okay. Time. Reanimated Hand is the hand guy I was talking about earlier. I'll probably go get him. There's a Basilisk, Ghoul, Froglock, and the hand all up here. What I was doing before was I'd kill the hand because I wanted to have this guy available for me to kill and get a killing spree proc if I felt like I needed like a heal, a boost. So, let's see, where is your back? Alright. I don't know if there's anything to it, but I feel like once I get my Envenom Blades proc and I throw up my 2 dots, it's over. Like, I feel like their health just drops like crazy. I don't know. I almost feel like having more poison debuffs on the mob makes me do more damage. I don't have any anything to support that. That's just how it feels. Now, obviously, yes, the dot damage from the dots themselves, but I'm talking about like fast damage. We're gonna take a look at that title, right? Snake Hide. I don't know what we got. Slayer of Froglocks. Oh, well, maybe Slayer is 500? Or is Slayer 5,000? There's no way I've killed 5,000 Froglocks. Don't tell me I have. So yeah, according to this, the titles, you get Slayer at 5,000 kills. So I guess I've killed 5,000 Froglocks. That's amazing and depressing. We might as well wield that title, right? Change suffix random Froglocks. Alright. We are using the Slayer of Froglocks title now. Let's see. I feel like if the Lord is up, he's probably gonna be too difficult. Or take too much time to split. Is he up? Nope. Alright. So, yeah, usually what I've been doing is taking out this guy. He doesn't roam, he just sits there. They have so many hit points though. Alright, that wizard might be the death of me. What I want to try and do is tag, basically do the same thing I did in the sage room, but successfully. So we will try to snare him and then come around here and feign death. Oh, leave me alone. Oh boy. Okay. Now, one thing I've noticed is the extended target window seems to keep track of like when a mob actually drops aggro with you, which it's a nice little benefit that I hadn't thought of. But you see, all right, nope, okay, they're coming back. All right, sneak. Nope, didn't hide myself. So if I grab this guy right now, that's probably good. Yes. All right. So yeah, see, I had waited until the extended target window showed only one guy, and the other ones were out of like social radius or fully reset. Oh, don't kill me. Hat, help. Oh boy. Are we gonna die? Yep. Oh, that was so close. Yeah, those guys nuke for a ton. Plus, I started that fight with in less than ideal conditions. I was kind of forced to grab him or do the whole wait from the reset, heal back up, try to split him again. But there's a lot of that going on, mostly because of my level. So it's doable, but sometimes you get unlucky like that there. And that was just the placeholders, or placeholder. The actual Lord was not up, so it's more difficult with the Lord up. Tonica. I'm looking for a Lord Gok. Lord Gok, dead side. There we go. There we go. And we need to get back in our instance there. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that was our quote-unquote corpse run. We're back in the zone. We got all of our stuff. We never lost our stuff. But, it's not. There's not a huge amount of. You know, you don't really have anything to lose by dying, I guess, is what I was getting at. Tiny bit of time. Ritualist is up again. Assassin. Okay, get him. I'm glad my pet did not die, and it was just me. As far as bags, I've got an Enchanted Evil Eye bag, enchanted light burlap sack, so those are off of the supplier here, and then the evil eye. I got a legendary evil eye bag, and then I have some of my other stuff that I made, the legendary backpack, handmade backpack. Still got that spirit pouch, the summoned spirit pouch. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still. It's 14 slot, 100% weight reduction. Like that would replace a number of my bags, but I'm still uneasy about counting on that not being patched or something. I don't know. It feels like it shouldn't be like that. That like you can just make as many 14 slot, 100% weight reduction bags as you want. So let's go check on these guys down here. I was going to take a run down to Evil Eye, and probably will, but let's pop him. Sneak hide her. I need my... Wait, where are we? Getting turned around. I don't have my night vision. Savant. I don't know what I was thinking, but the Ghoul Savant is what I was talking about. He's the named in this room. And I think he's a paladin? Or he might be a cleric or something. Symbol, Valor, Guard. Yeah, so he's got, I think that's cleric buffs. Armor of Protection. Regular version of the enameled black mace. Got an enchanted version in the bank. Alright, I'll go down, or I keep forgetting to redo my... Where's the wizard? Where is he? There he is. So yeah, as far as like killing names, I can kill some, and this is pretty viable for grinding AA points. Like these are retcons, and they're not just barely red, at least some of them. But I'm definitely planning on leveling up a little bit more, make it a little easier. Which way do I want to go? This room over here, Cavalier. Oh boy, okay. I did it again. I feel like I gotta do it at least once per video, right? Like, forget that I was not invisible and charged into a pack of mobs accidentally. Cavalier, he's a paladin, so he's gonna lay on hands. Unless I can assassinate him. At least I think he's going to. Maybe he doesn't on this server? those wisdom shoulders. Got a pair of those before too. Sneak hide. Okay. Alright, well I want to go check out Sentinel. He's the guy that drops Brigandine Tunic and it's this way. Nope. This is the Sage is up again, and these guys. This was not a fun room. I don't think I'm gonna mess with that. I don't need the loot as far as I know. Yeah. Okay, that's a Cavalier. There we go. That's where I want it to be. So I'm gonna go check out Sentinel. He's over near the Frenzy area. And he's an easy one to pop because, let's see if Frenzy's up. Bloodthirsty, Frenzy's up. Oh man. I don't need him though. I already got the legendary ring and I got the legendary belt. Okay, so yeah, we just came downstairs. Frenzy's over there. Go downstairs and there's a false wall right here. And this is the Sentinel. Yeah, so he's up. And he's usually there alone. There's one roamer that comes by occasionally. There's another false wall here with a 3-pack, I think that spawns right there, yeah. And then, where's that roamer? He usually goes over here, yeah. So I don't want him coming over if I'm fighting Sentinel, so I'll take him out. I think I've killed the Sentinel 3 times total. Maybe only twice, I don't know. I got the Brigandine Tunic, the legendary Brigandine Tunic here, and just a regular pair of Dark Mail Gauntlets, which we've gotten to legendary too. So we're actually wearing 2 of the items that he drops. Can't see anything, and that's as far out as I can take the camera. Okay. Pair of gauntlets there, and I'm rooted. Okay. Oops. Did not mean to. Did it again. Oh man, we gotta take that wizard out next. I just popped Resistant Discipline. First time I've actually used it, but just wanted to see if it helped with this wizard at all. Is that Alt C? Alt C? Yeah, Resistant Discipline. It's running. Check my resist there. Doesn't help a ton, actually. Is it running? It's supposed to go for like 5 minutes. Let's see. There we go. Sneak hide. Alright, head back up. Trade just not up. The placeholder's up there. Kill that. Maybe we'll take a run over to Evil Eye. Not gonna say no to more bags or another bag. And Supplier might be up again. That's really the only reason I'm killing the Supplier is bags. If I can get a couple more legendary bags off of him and or the Evil Eye. Be a nice bonus to being here and getting the AA experience. Supplier, Assassin, and Ghoul Knight. Alright, who are we taking out first? We'll go for this guy, Assassin. I don't know why. I always like to try to assassinate the Assassin. And I have a couple times, actually. Legendary Guise of the Deceiver. And Enchanted Light Burlap Sack. Let's see, I don't know. 12 slots, 75% weight reduction. Sneak Hide. These are 14. That's 12, 20. So, yeah, I guess at the least it's gonna go here. Enchanted, here. Did we get anything off the... Yeah, okay, no, we're good. We got the guys and the bag. Gotta make a run. Ugh, I did it again. I am not doing that deliberately, by the way. I would much rather just stealth through. I mean, I guess I could just feign death and not have to kill it, but I'll take the experience. Okay, so we're at 5 AA. We need one more to get to 3 points of combat stability, and then we need 6 more after that. Sneak. Hide. Right. A little bit random, but I've noticed that Charisma does not do... I forget where the jump is here. I'll have to look at the map. Oh, there's a pit, so I don't want to fall in it because I want to go this way. It feels like Charisma does not do what I'm used to it doing, namely lower costs for items off of vendors. This way. I got a legendary crude stain 37 charisma, plus my 33 charisma on my mask. Put those on, checked the price of something on a merchant. The merchant was like indifferent to me or something. And it was the same price when I took them off. So like, I don't know. And I don't have great charisma. Like I could see it being the same price if you have like 150 charisma already, but I don't. All right, trying to find my way to Evil Eye. I'm not great with this area. It's over here. So how do we get over there? Gotta run down there. Okay. Here, here, here. Okay. This one. Oh, hang on. I'll go check this guy, I guess. I just happen to see the thing on the map. Okay, it's just a placeholder. I have killed the Ghoul Lord 2 times, and you can see my proof. I have 2 scalp of the Ghoul Lords. One of them's enchanted, one of them's not. Both times he dropped the enchanted helm, which I'm 92% of the way through to legendary. So we'll get a legendary helm upgrade soon. I think something I didn't mention that I ended up leveling up in my power slot was my fishbone earring, so that one's now at legendary. It's 8 dex, 10 hit points, 10 mana, 2 attack, 2 accuracy. Sure beats the, I think it's 3 dex base item with Enduring Breath. Alright, which way? Go this way. There, I think. I hope. Wait. Yeah, now we gotta go this way. Okay. No Evil Eye. Just the Shaman. Okay. Don't want that. Alright. Well, I'll see. I've made the run to the King a number of times. Let's see if I can remember how to get there. It's down here. I think this, yeah, this room right here is where we want to go. So, are we here? Over here. This way. All the way down here. Alright, should be able to do it from memory now. Here. Here, hopefully. Here. Yeah, and through this false wall. In here, over here. And yeah, no king. 3 there, and then 2 up there. I feel like this, I've always seen this guy spawn. I haven't seen anything else spawn there. And I think he's unnamed. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting super lucky, or unlucky in my case, because names are harder to kill, and I don't need anything off of them. And I need this room cleared because I want to kill the king who spawns here, and this is just a placeholder. But there's also a roamer that comes into the room. It's probably this guy. I don't know. It might be that guy. Let's wait and see. If I pop this guy, who's coming? There's stuff up here. I've accidentally pulled like all of this stuff. Come here. Come here. Okay. What did he get me with? Just some listless power. Oh no. Stunned. Oh, it fell to the ground. How many did I get? Alright. Ancestral Aid. Let's take that guy out. Where's the other one? This one? Yeah, Ancestral Aid is down, so we're kind of in trouble here. Whittling them down, though. Okay. Throw that on. It's gotta be an upgrade. I don't know. I hate stopping to heal myself because I don't know. I feel like it's like I just not sure if I can out heal their damage, but I'll take 40% health over 3. All right, that's all I got for mana. I don't even know if I have enough to feign death. I got 95 mana, and I guess feign death is 60. I'll try it. I'd rather die. Well, I guess I'm not gonna die. But yeah, I was ready to eat the death, and then have to resummon and rebuff my pet. No, do not run away. Not that way, at least. Alright. So yeah, this thing, we've got 5 of those. Well, that was the whole room plus 1, because I turned the corner and there was one there waiting. And then Feign Death failed. Did burn Ancestral Aid and Harm Touch. But, you know, we lived, took them all out. I think that's going to be it for this video though, guys. Yeah, that kind of covers my purpose of this one. It was much longer than I expected, but there was a lot to cover. Wanted to give an update on the AA point situation. We're at 108 now with 103 spent. Working on getting 6 points for combat stability and combat agility. So 1 more will get us to rank 3 of stability, and then we need 6 more after that for agility. We just got a legendary helm upgrade. It's kind of a bummer. There's no strength on it. Yeah, I don't know. We're losing 15 strength there. But 6 AC, 60 hit points, 20 magic resist is pretty good. We'll have to find the strength elsewhere. The charisma's whatever. Like, that's not going to do us any good. What do we want to upgrade next? I don't know. I'm gonna throw this in there. From what I've seen, there's other ways to progress to Velius, or not Velius, Kunark, aside from killing Vox and Nagafin. And it involves getting legendary versions of items from dungeons, specific ones. One of them being this Ghoul Lord scalp. So there's the Ghoul Lord scalp. There's the Crown of the Froglock Kings. Heck, did I come from that way? There's an elemental binder from the hole, I assume. I didn't know the hole would be open in this era, timeline, whatever you want to call it. There was one more item. Oh, the ring off of the Ifriti Lord, in Nagafin's Lair, Soul B. So if you get those 4 items, you get the legendary version of those 4 items. I guess you can take them to an NPC in the bazaar and you turn them in, and I guess you get flagged for that next expansion. I am planning on killing Nagafin and Vox. I'm just not sure. I don't know. If I end up with legendary versions of those items before I get to killing Nagafin and Vox, then I will probably just turn them in. Anyway, enough rambling. That's going to be it for this video, guys. We finished upgrading our helm to legendary. We got some more AA points. We did some exploring in Kedge Keep. We killed some names in Lower Guck. And we did some pottery. Very exciting. Next time, I think you'll probably see me leveling up to 32 to start with. We'll try it out, see how 32 is. May come back here. I still want to kill the king here. I just have not seen him yet. Eventually going to go to Soul B for a bit. And may check out the hole, or find out where the elemental binder drops and go there. I assume it's the hole, not positive. I appreciate you watching. Feel free to drop a comment, like, subscribe to the channel. But yeah, we'll see you next time. Take care.